a job as an accountant. They calmed down in the world. You know, this was quite lowly for them. Mum went to work in Marks and Spencer.
Freddie's parents had high hopes their son would also find a respectable job.
Anybody from Asia became an accountant or a shopkeeper.
But Freddie had other ideas, and at the age of 20, he signed up to a graphic design course at Ealing Art College.
What happened with Freddie at college, as far as I can see, was that the core of what Freddie was later to become started to grow. The creative disciplines that Freddie learned at college, he applied to every aspect of his later-to-be persona and his skills as a writer.
It was at Ealing that Freddie Balsara consciously started to create Freddie Mercury. His motivation was simple. He had never felt validated as Farouk, so he looked for an escape by becoming somebody else.
This kid from Zanzibar who's come over to England, he wanted to, have this identity and to just create this new life in a way. I mean, that's why he became Freddie Mercury. It was this character that he played out all his life.
Freddie then became obsessed with one artist in particular, Jimi Hendrix.
Hero worship for young people can be incredibly powerful. This was particularly true in the 1960s when rebellious stars were flourishing.
He was devoted to Jimi Hendrix, and even when he was still a student, an art student, he adopted that manner of dress, flamboyant shirts, prints, scarves, and the trousers, and he was always sketching Jimi Hendrix.
Being able to understand that you could deconstruct creativity and taking all the elements of it, you could actually consciously build something, and maybe it occurred to him that he could do the same thing with himself.
It's like a pent-up tiger, really. He was just wanting that chance to show the world what he can do.
Bit by bit, Freddie Balsara was creating the alter ego of Freddie Mercury.
Artists create alter egos all the time as a strategy to deal with anxiety. Even Beyoncé created an alter ego called Sasha Fierce to help her with stage fright, as did David Bowie in Ziggy Stardust. However, this doesn't really work as a solution to the toxic issues of your past. It does nothing to ease your inner struggle, nor solve the problems of who you are. The more you strive, the less you actually gain. This is key to understanding the character of Freddie Mercury that Farouk Balsara created.
My character's built up of all kinds of ingredients, and that's another side of me.
In 1969, 5 years after arriving in London, Freddie Balsara was putting the finishing touches to the creation of his onstage persona. Ken Testy was managing a band called Ibex when Freddie met him in a bar.